Alright, we're going straight in with the Too Faced My Jam palette, and I am going to take the two deepest matte shades, which is this brown and this darker brown, kind of like PB&J colors, or like the crust colors, right? I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. I'm going to tap into the first lighter shade, and I'm going to use that as my transition color, so I'm putting it above the crease a little. Notice I'm patting it in first instead of blending. So pat first and then blend. So now we're blending back and forth. And I'm going to continue to do this on both sides until I get a smooth, even transition on the eyelid. I'm going to take it a little lower as I go into the outer corner just to kind of diffuse it out. And just keep fanning it out until it's even. I'm double checking in the mirror too. And you can build this up however dark you would like it. And of course I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye, continuously checking in my camera and in the mirror of the palette just to make sure it looks even. Whatever is on the left is on the right. Does anybody else make this face when they're blending their crease? My mouth always, I don't understand what it is, but I always make this face. It looks so weird, but this is my like concentration face when I'm doing eyeshadow or liner or anything super tedious or small either.
Maybe I love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself.
Alright, now I'm switching brushes to a smaller, more compact brush. I'm going to take that deeper shade, right, the darker brown, and make sure you tap off the excess so you don't go in too deep. And I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eyelid to give it more dimension. Notice I'm keeping it at the top of the crease, and then I'm going to dust it kind of in like the V shape. So I'm kind of creating like almost a cat eye with the deeper brown shape by focusing it on the outer corner in a V shape. And then I'm blending it into my crease to kind of make it blend with that light brown shade that I placed down previously. Building up the corner, then diffusing into the crease. Same thing on the other side. Making sure I'm always checking like from the mirror in the palette and then from the camera just to make sure that it's even. Here I'm doing another check in the mirror just to make sure it's even, making sure that my transition color and the darker brown that I put in my crease are kind of faded into each other evenly on both sides, and that my entire lid just looks like a smooth transition. Alright, jumping right back into that palette, we're going to take this magenta like shimmer shade, and I'm going to use my finger this time, and I'm just going to place that near the outer corner. So this is how I'm going to kind of start to build up the color that I want on my lid, and I'm swiping it back and forth between the blank part of my lid and that deep brown color that I placed down already. And I like to use my finger with shimmers because they just lay it down better than a brush. And then I'm also going to put it in the inner corner and kind of swipe it towards the middle of my lid as well. But yeah, using the fingers with shimmers just kind of, it helps the shimmers lay down on the eyelid smoother to me than a brush. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. This time I'm starting on the inner corner though, making sure I don't get too close to my tear duct though, because I want to use a different tool in a different shade. Going to my other outer corner on the other eye, place down, and then I kind of like swipe to kind of diffuse them into each other. Alright, now I'm taking a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to take that magenta color, and what I'm doing here is just kind of cleaning up the shape of my crease. Like, I want to make sure that in the inner corner things are a bit tidier and a bit cleaned up, more precise than what my finger can do. So I'm going to go in with my brush to clean it up, and then I'm going to go back in with my finger to add more color, more shadow to make it darker, right? And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in the middle. I think it took me a minute to decide how light I was gonna go, but I eventually end up going with that pink on the bottom. Yep, that one. And I'm gonna take that on a clean finger and I just pat it right in the center. That is my highlight shade. So I'm just patting it first right into the center of the eyelid, which we left blank. And then I kind of drag it into the darker magenta color and kind of diffuse it together. Here I'm going back in with that flat eyeshadow brush that I use with the dark magenta, and I'm just cleaning up the top of my eyeshadow where my eyelid creases, just to make sure that there isn't any patchiness there. I'm going to go in and keep adding that highlight shade, building the color up, making it in this case lighter in the center because the shade is lighter than the dark pink. So I'm just intensifying my highlight in the center. Now you're gonna see me grab the dense brush that I used the light brown color with, and I'm gonna kind of diffuse my crease back out, or above my crease back out, to kind of reblend everything because I don't want that harsh excess from the highlight to be showing. So I'm kind of blending that back out. So now I'm going to take my eyelash curler. I'm going to prep my lashes for mascara and lashes to kind of like pull this entire look all together. I swear if I don't curl my lashes, y'all, they do not act right. I'm going to use the MAC Lash. What is this called? The Lash Stack or something like that. I like this mascara. It's really good. I love the tiny wand that they have. It helps me get the smaller lashes I have and the inner corner of my eye. I always make this weird face too when I'm putting on my mascara. But I'm trying to make sure I get everything and I separate them as much as possible. One important tip for your mascara is to make sure you're starting at the base of your lashes and you're combing all the way through, just to make sure that you can like really build up the mascara, build up the length of your lashes, and this kind of makes sure that your mascara lasts longer too. And then make sure you're using the outer tip of the lash wand to get into that inner corner of your eye. It looks a little weird, the position I'm doing, but I'm trying to make sure that I get every little lash in the inner corner right here. I always like to go in with 2 layers to kind of build up my mascara. Alright, here comes the hard part. Lashes. Lash glue. This is a liquid like liner that is actually clear lash glue I got from Sephora. I got a free sample of the black one. I really like the black one, but this clear one was acting a little stubborn. It was acting a little weird, but I got as much as I could onto the lash band. I really like using lashes that only have a clear band because to me they just look more seamless on my eye. I'm gonna let that dry a little. Now I have them on. I'm gonna go back in with mascara and I'm gonna blend my bottom lashes. I have to be very careful because I tend to mess up my concealer, or I tend to poke myself in the eye really when I get to this step. So I always look down as well, just to make sure I'm getting everything.
Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna find me, and I was all you had. My heart is beating for you, I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I stay. See, my days are cold without you. Without you. My heart can't take no more. I keep on running back. See, my days are cold without you. Without you. And my heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you wanna do me wrong. See, when I'm home, I'm all alone, and you are always gone. Boy, you know I really love you, I can't deny. I can't see how you could bring me to so many tears after all these years. See, my days are cold without you. My days, yeah. And my heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you. Without you. Without you. I keep on running back to you. I trusted you, I trusted you.
I love this look. I call it the Sugar Plum Fairy look. Here it is all finished. I love it. I feel like this is like one of the simplest eyeshadow looks that you can do. It only took like, what, 3 or 4 shades, and it looks good in all types of lighting. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to see some more cool eyeshadow looks, some easy eyeshadow looks, something not too hard.